FGCU ASUN tournament record. And FGCU also now 29-0, going back to 11-12 when they're at least plus 15 in the paint. Upstate on Thursday at 7 p.m. We'll start with Coach and open it up.
I thought one thing we did a little bit better job of today, especially early, was not settling for all threes. We did a good job of getting to the paint. Early we didn't make any shots, which hurt, but I thought we took pretty good shots. And then once we got in a little rhythm here in the second half, I thought we did a nice job of turning stops into transition points, which I thought was important. Then we made a couple shots and got a little bit of confidence going. I thought Meach did a really good job, and Brett and Julian and Mel, I thought the guys did a nice job of moving the ball. We had some possessions where we passed the ball and passed up good shots to get great shots, which is important.
Joe, your bigs, I thought tonight were, pun intended, I thought they were huge for you guys tonight.
And Marquette's energy. I mean, we talked about it all last year. When he brings that energy, he's been on the uptick. We talked about when he plays like that and goes after the ball and is effective around the basket. That really helps him. We thought that Meach, and even the minutes that Nate played, I thought Nate gave us a presence around the basket.
How much spread difference does it when Morant's playing like that and when Norelia comes off the bench and does something like that for you guys?
Well, I think it's huge because they do multiple things. Obviously, they can score in the paint, but also they can guards if they have to. So I feel like they're more mobile, and it really helps our team because Michi jumps higher than anybody we played against, and makes it a little easier for me to throw in the ball. And Marquette's so active and tips balls around, and just saves us kind of in some spots where we might not have something. He just makes a layup somehow. So I love playing with him.
Joe, Nate, and Meach together on the floor midway through the first half. Give you a little spark. I don't recall seeing them together much.
No, not much. And we played Meach at the four. We played a little zone and we had the two big guys. And Nate, the other thing is, Meach does a good job. And Nate is a good target in the high post. He's good against the zone in the high post because he's a good passer and he knows what he's doing. But that was just a little time, and a lot of it was dependent upon our lineups. We played zone and we had those two big guys in.
Meach, you seem to look more comfortable just about every game here lately. How far along have you come in the last couple of weeks, and how are you feeling out there, man?
I'm feeling great. I'm just trying to get better every game. Help my teammates get a win.
You're really fighting for the rebounds. So, Joe, I think that's one difference I've really seen in him is he's really, really attacking the boards.
We've talked about this since he got here. There's no doubt he can be terrific. He just got to get some confidence, and he needs some minutes out on the court, and minutes are starting to translate into results. And he's not even close to reaching the ceiling yet. We'd all agree on that.
Was that a little bit meet fire with fire going with the two bigs at all? Because you were kind of just stuck in even match with them when you were kind of small.
Just substituting. We had a couple guys that were a little bit tired, and I just thought they took one. They didn't have a great shooting team on the floor at that point. They came back and they got a little bit of an offensive rhythm and made some threes there for a stretch. They hit 3 or 4 in a row on us, and that sort of chased us out of the zone for a little bit.
Jamel, how much does it help you, maybe even just personally, when the bigs attack the boards like that? It gives you a chance to do some other things.
It's tremendous. It's what coach has been preaching all year. Just go after the ball. And I feel like, Meach has been doing a terrific job. Probably like the past month of going after the ball in practice. And now it's definitely showing every mark. Our team, it just gives our team a whole different dynamic. Just rebounding. And when we rebound, we can run. We want to play faster. That's the ultimate goal.
The little bit of trash talk going on with Babineau had a great game for them. Is that the standard volume of stuff for a game, or is the level a little greater just because it's one game and done for everybody?
I guess you could say that adds a little extra incentive, but we just go out there, trying to put on for both of our respective teams, and come on with the victory. And obviously that's what we did tonight. So on to the next one, we're gonna prepare the same way that we always do, and approach it like it's the biggest game of the year, like we always do.
Meach, you continue to get in rhythm with Brad a little bit more as it goes along. Are you figuring out when it's coming and stuff even more so now than you were a week or two ago?
To be honest, I don't. It's hard for me to answer that question because I just look at him, he look at me, and he just know. He just pass it up.
Oh, I'll throw it to him every time.
All I have to do is jump. So
just jump.
Coach, there at the end, JU didn't score for the last 3.5, 4 minutes. How important was that stretch there at the end to make sure your defense was not letting up?
Well, at one point there, they shot 46 in the first half, and then the shot chart will be interesting because we gave up some of the pain points, and our guys, we need to do a better job guarding the ball. We've talked about that. And I thought our energy level a little bit in the second half got better, but we can't give up that many layups.
Meach, you guys had a 41-24 rebounding advantage. Can you talk about your contribution in that and understanding how critical That works for you guys?
I mean, I just try to go after every rebound I can and just fight hard. I mean, there was a couple I gave away, but I mean, besides that, I went after every ball I could.
Joe, you got Upstate now. Thoughts on that matchup?
Yeah, I think Ty Green is one guy that, there's a few guys in the league that can beat you himself, and he's one of them. And, you know, he's terrific. You have to worry, you know, Buchanan and Stevens are playing better. Stevens played better. He didn't play great against us, but he's been playing better, scoring the ball. Fred Miller's always a threat. They're experienced in the backcourt. You know, they're very good. We know that. So we'll be a battle on Thursday night.
Brett, you guys really took them to woodshed the last time you guys played. Is that something where you go in and you go, well, if we just do this again, we'll be fine? Or is it something where you kind of have to guard yourself and say, hey, they're probably going to come at us better than they did last time?
Well, I mean, since it is a tournament, I'm expecting everybody to give their best punch. It's their, you know, win or go home. So they're going to come out with everything they got, and we need to do the same also. Like Coach said, Ty Green, he's a great scorer, and we got to contain him as best as we can, and everybody else is a threat also, but we just got to come out ready to play.
Joe, I think that they lead the league in rebounding margin, Upstate, is that right?
Yes.
Let's talk about that, how critical
Well, I
it's going
think,
to be.
you know, they do a great job, especially defensive rebound percentage, and I think they're second right behind us in offensive rebounding percentage. So the coaches have those guys going to the backboard. You can, you know, it's deceptive because Buchanan is a big kid. He's, you know, you keep him off Gus Stevens, and they run down. You know, even Ty Green is a good rebound. He's a very good defensive rebounder, and offensively, if you don't pay attention, he'll run in there and steal one on a also.
Jamel, you broke that big giant 2-game losing streak. How you guys feel seriously after tonight and going into the semifinal?
I mean, going on a 2-game losing streak, I mean, we didn't really get down on ourselves. I mean, it happened, you know, ups and downs. So, I mean, our energy, I mean, we felt pretty good. You know, practice was, you know, pretty good energy yesterday. So, I mean, we feel good going into the game. You know, we just gotta prepare for them because, I mean, it's always a battle with us. They're a tough team. They like get out of transition. I mean, Ty Green, he's a great player. So, you know, we just have to stick to what we do, and obviously it's going to be a fist fight, so we're ready.
Anything else for tonight?